so yn fi'n cadref mwn and now in Saesneg and now in English. Good morning, how's your day been? I'm Ruadhán, and welcome to my spooky home. And tonight, this week's, it's been a while since I've done a Sunday Night Owl stream. In fact, I should go and, at the very least, pause what's going on in the front room. So. Okay, so yeah, it's been a few weeks since I've done a Sunday Night Owl stream. In fact, while the tentative scheduling thing is in my backpack, which is over there, I'm just like, fuck it. So yeah, I mean, it's the last Sunday of the month. I don't think I'd set aside anything specific for that just yet. So yeah, I'm just gonna be winging it tonight. And hey, I did have unevaporated milk. I should put the rest of these away, but I am feeling lazy. So, where was I going? Right. I need to get the recipe card. So sometime soon-ish about, I want to decoupage this, I mean, it's cute, but, you know, it's like little cheap-ass recipe card box that, has, some of these style cards that came with it, but, where was I going? Yeah, I don't know. I use a lot of, what is this? I think there's a 4x6. Yeah, it's gotta be. Damn, I'm actually, shit. I've needed to replace the battery in my scale for a while. I've got the batteries. I don't know. I've also been off my cyclobenzaprine, which is the muscle relaxer that I take for my back pain. I've been off that for a couple weeks. Why? Because, just the whole like phone tag thing with my doctor, trying to get the refills for it. So I have been in, like, right now, I would say my back is about at 6, maybe 7, right down in the small of my back. But it's one of those things where I kind of have to. In fact, like, I so kind of have to that just. So I finally got the refill order. Well, I put in the refill order on Thursday, but I guess I did it just late enough in the day that nobody forwarded it to my doctor, meaning that crap and stuff. What is that? Oh yeah, so it didn't get filled Friday, and of course I didn't get the text on Friday that it had been filled at my Walgreens until, like, I was on the bus and we had just passed by the Walgreens, right? So, and of course, the Walgreens by me, they've decided to start closing at 6 on Saturdays and Sundays. I am seldom out of the apartment before 4. And to make matters wackier, because I am in so much pain when I wake up first thing in the morning. Oh, okay, so let's see. This one gets to become a shopping bag. So I've got this little stash of ones that have holes in them, but, like, you know, not to an unusable extent. And those are going to be so yeah, the ones that got little holes in them, I cut those into strips and I make a reusable shopping bag with it. God damn it. So So then what happens? Right. So yeah, like when my pain is this high as it is right now, especially when I first get, actually like it's been more when I first get up, but where was I going? Right. The thing with the things. So yeah. Hey. So yeah, I consider myself lucky to roll out of bed at a reasonable enough hour when I'm in hella pain, as they say. So then what happens? So yeah, I wake up in hella pain, and so yeah, the likelihood of me getting out of here by 5 in order to get to the Walgreens at 6 on a weekend, that's just like, just assume it's not going to happen, right? Like, I'm at a point where I can just assume that is not going to happen. Just like proceed as if it is somebody trying to set me up an appointment with the ophthalmologist for like 9 in the a.m., right? That is not going to happen. So, also tonight, may or may not have it on stream, I'm going to repot a rose. And then I'm going to take the repotted rose and leave it on the balcony. Just leave it on the balcony. Because if I bring the rose back in, Nigel is going to eat it. He will, too. Like, he has eaten every rose I've had. He's eaten them down to the thorns. In fact, like, he seems to like the thorns. Like, oh my gosh. I had a pretty sizable potted rose bush, right? Beautiful potted rose bush. Nigel ate it down to the trunk, right? Like, there was the trunk and a couple other large branches coming off, and, you know, you're at home and you try and get the cats to not eat your roses, and they'll go and do it anyway. It's, at that point, it's like a personal challenge, right? Like, this is, you are not going to get, you human are not going to get in the way of the cat having this lovely aromatic salad on a bush, I guess. He's a weird cat who does weird things. So, let's see. Yeah, I found a great place to stick my bicycle baskets after I got in. Okay, so let's see. So, let's see there. What did I? Okay, got one of them out. So if you do catch me on Instagram, I was not able to have like the proper birthday gathering with little niece that I'd hoped to. Family friends sprang on everybody about a little over a week ago at this point that, oh yeah, they're going on, they're taking a vacation for this weekend. You know, so the 24th and 25th. Yeah. Like, I understand why Sister Mama likes to, you know, considers that she's on a friendly basis with them and all, but at the same time, I'm just like, this. I've got this sinking feeling that this woman is seriously trying to undermine Sarah's relationship with her biological family. And, you know, I'm not trying to exalt the, you know, biological families, like, more than, you know, they need to be, because I've had a very, very obnoxious family. You know, I've related to some downright obnoxious people. Like, if you think I'm obnoxious, that's because you don't know the people I came from. Like, I am not the first person to say that, considering who I came from, I turned out all right. I am not the person to say that. Because, you know, I mean, what's my point of reference? My point of reference is the people I came from, right? And compared to them, I'm pretty damn weird. I mean, granted, compared to the average, you know, person, I'm pretty damn weird. But, you know, like, compared to the rest of my family, I'm pretty damn weird. So then what happens is, wait. Oh shit, is stream gonna make me want something chocolatey? Possibly! Possibly! Where was I going with this? Right, so yeah. I need to do some dishes first. And let's see. Charged up my batteries. So I get to put this away. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I'm one of those jackasses who has a very specific way that he likes all of his cords on all of his stuff, like, bundled up and put away. So yeah, where was I going with this? Right. So yeah, like, you know, like, I really do appreciate, you know, what Family Friend has done for my family, but like I said, I kind of get the feeling that she is really trying to undermine the, you know, potential for continued, you know, like, relationship with my niece and the rest of the members of the family that, you know, she is somehow biologically related to. And like I said, it's not to, like, kind of, like, put bio family members on some kind of pedestal, because the people I come from, I really wish I did not on so many levels, but here we are, right? So yeah, I don't think biological family members are necessarily better. I definitely don't think that, you know, they're always, you know, I definitely don't think that they're always the best idea for any child to be raised with it. Seriously? Okay, how the hell? So, let's see. Okay, so go in like that. Okay, I might have just had it slightly off center for a bit. Pizza wheel. See, I like this kind because they're much easier to clean. I mean, yes, I do love older appliances and, you know, various kitchen implements, but that does not mean I will only use older ones. Like, if a newer style one is indeed better for my purposes, then yes, I will go with the newer. Ah, that's what happened to that fucking battery. Son of a bitch. Show you. Last night, I was looking for batteries for something, and it was just, like, sitting on top of a cat food tin that but yeah, I did get to meet up with family friend and of course little niece, and we exchanged gifts, and I'm gonna get out that after I finish some dishes, but yeah, she loved the jacket. She loved the jacket. So yeah, what the hell is going on now tonight? So yes, I did have my my little birthday gift exchange with little niece, with whom I share a birthday, because we're just that awesome, right? So I had that on Wednesday. So tonight I'm doing the thing that I have done at least every year I've been back in town, or, you know, the Ann Arbor, Ipsy area anyway. Except for last year, because, you know, But yeah, the Necto nightclub, downtown Ann Arbor, Michigan, out on Liberty Street, East Liberty, technically, I think. They are open, and so and that is on Monday. Factory Mondays is their dark alternative night. I know many people, aside, including myself, who feel just wrong calling it a goth night. We'll call it what passes for the local goth night, but on a good night, maybe 10% of what's played is gothic rock and or dark wave. It's a lot of ounce. So, but still, it is enjoyable. It is enjoyable. I do like a lot of 90s industrial as well, as I've said many times before. As a club scene, goth and industrial are fraternal twins. They are, and they're fraternal twins in the same way that like the Olsen twins are. And the Olsen twins, believe it or not, are fraternal twins. They are not identical twins, but they look like it, don't they? But no, it's just by pure coincidence. They are fraternal twins who just happen to pass for identical. And I mean, we've all seen it in families, like there are, there's always that one person in the family who is said to be the spitting image of, this other family member, and sometimes if you do have the photographs to back it up, it's true, right? So yeah, it's like, they are no more genetically similar than any other siblings, but to the untrained eye, especially to the untrained eye, the Olsen twins look identical, right? Like, to somebody who doesn't know any better, they would assume that the Olsen twins are identical. And so that's how, goth and industrial as club scenes kind of work. It's like, well, yes, they are genetically siblings. They have, that much in common. But like I said, because they're fraternal twins, they're no more genetically similar than any other, than regular siblings, right? From separate births. But to the untrained eye, many people will assume it is the same thing. No, it's not. No, it's not. But they're very close, and much like fraternal twins, they did come about as offshoots of, as like a part of the post-punk movement. They came about at about the same time. In fact, like a lot of early goth also intersected with early industrial. You've got a lot of like genre-bending musicians who, like they'll do stuff in both. Easily argued, right? So yeah, where was I going with this? It's something little niece, and she did love the jacket. She did love the jacket. We didn't get to we didn't get to what's it called? Iron on anything, but I did give her all the little iron-on applique patches, so I hope to see some pictures of that when she and family friend are done with it. That would be great. I would love it. I also gave her, just like straight up gave her some of my fabric paints in squirt bottles, so if she wants to like write stuff on there, she can. It's gonna be hers. It was a bit big. It was a bit big, but that's the great thing about denim jackets is like they can be big and slouchy. I think it's technically like it might be like a teen small, so like a junior miss sizing. So, like proportionately, it looked more like a children's cut, but might be in that liminal, like. So yeah, it is big on her. But on the good side, it's denim jacket. Good thing about denim jackets is they are way too big. They look cool, and even when and the good thing about children is they don't stay that size for very long. Well, usually, you know. There have been a few cases of dwarfism where, child just stops growing at a certain age. Whereas like other cases of dwarfism, you start out small and you just stay small and you don't grow as much relative to other kids your age. But there's many ways that somebody can be born with medical dwarfism. So. Yeah. All right. But yeah, right. Birthday at Tenetco. Why do I say Tenetco? That's a long, boring-ass story. And when I say boring-ass, I mean ass, right? It's, so the original resident DJ, Daniel, a.k.a. DJ Jinx, oh my god. I have known that guy off and on, like, never closely or anything, but, he and I had, run in the same goddamn social circles since I've been, since I first, set up myself up in this town around, 98, 99, right? So, literally nobody called that guy Jinx until, he started, until, I forget who even it was. I know it wasn't him who was one of the people to, propose to the owner-manager at, Nectarine to, have a goth industrial night, but one of the other mutual people that we know, who I've long forgotten because I know he fell out of it after a few years. I think he got burned out fast. But no. Literally nobody called this guy Jinx until but if you asked him, after the night started, if you asked him how he got that nickname, he would make up a different story every time. He would make up a different fucking story every time. And of course, here I am, one of these people who's known this guy. Let's see, when did I want to say the first Factory Mondays at Nectarine? I want to say that was it was June or July of 2004. Excuse me. Oh yeah, definitely 2004. Definitely 2004. In fact, there was a picture of me. Later that summer, they had a photographer to come take some pictures of people at the various nights that they would host, and for about 2 years, from about September of 2004 until sometime in 2006, maybe early 07, there was a picture of me on when you'd go to the necto.com or something, there would be the little it was done in Flash, but there's the so you had Mondays, I forget what was Tuesdays, Thursdays college night, Friday pride night, Saturday fuck up I know. So yeah, and each one would have a little bit of a slideshow, something under 10 pictures each. But yeah, I was in the slideshow for Mondays for about 2 years. So yeah, there were even people who would come out and recognize me from the website, and they'd be like, "Oh, why did you get paid for that?" I'm like, "Nothing. They just brought in a photographer one day, and oh gosh, that was an old photo. That was when you could still smoke in bars. So well, in Michigan anyway. I know there's some states where you still can, but so yeah, and I've got my Dion Black clove cigarette just kind of loosely hanging and off there, and I just oh my god, oh gosh, I know the photo is in my 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 Facebook what? What's it called? My Facebook album. I've got Facebook albums. You know, I've got some photo albums on Facebook, and one of them is like factory at Necto or something very simple like that. You know, like you probably shouldn't have to write it down, you know, to go, you know, to remember what it is. But yeah, like look up like factory at Necto or Necto Factory Mondays, and yeah, so that would be like the September 2004. Yeah, like just like, oh my gosh, I I kind of looked like if Mark Bolan's face had Roland S. Howard's hair, right? That's how I describe how I looked that night. I looked great. I did look great. And I have that picture public because, well, not only was it, you know, like public on the internet for a good like 2 years before I did this, but that photographer, like, you can't really see them. So that's another reason I like it, is that like it was one of the, now I did have the cat eye eyeglasses. I still had those that year, but yeah, like I was saying, it was like one of the earliest photos where I looked like myself, right? You know, so to speak, right? It's like one of the first. It's like one of the earlier ones where I absolutely 100% felt like I looked like myself. So of course I'm proud of that photo. I mean, yeah, I didn't take it, but still, it's like I love that picture. Okay, so. On my birthday, since I was 8 years old, every year since I was 8 years old, and I don't even remember what the hell started it. I don't know. Maybe it's because I was really into the Sound of Music that year. But that was the year I started having German chocolate cake as my birthday cake, which I kind of enjoyed because I knew there were some kids who were just kind of weirded out by the coconut icing, but whatever. Coconut frosting, whatever. So, but I love it. I loved it then. I love it now. This is my thing. This is my thing I've done almost every year since I was 8 years old, and almost every year since I've been back in the Ann Arbor, Ipsy area. Around my birthday, I go to Factory Mondays with a shit ton of cupcakes. So now what? Lucifer says, when you could still smoke in bars, eh? The bars around these parts never got the memo that smoking indoors. Oh, wow. You're out in the Bay City area? Is that correct? Oh my gosh, that is, well, there are certain levels of ordinance. Like, I think there might be one of those deals in Michigan where if it's technically a private membership kind of deal, you can, like they're not, like, legally, they're not going to enforce the ordinance, but but they still advise you to. So let's see, my recipe for homemade coconut pecan frosting. Now, I'm going to attempt something clever tonight. Now, usually when I say that, it means that that there's a good chance it's going to end up stupid, right? There's a good chance that this is going to end up where I fucked something up. And how long has, seriously? Okay, I got to take this out tonight. In fact, I was planning on doing that tonight anyway. After the stream, put some pants on, because it was like, put some pants on and go take a bunch of stuff to the little open air food pantry out by the thing with the stuff, the food co-op, that's what it's called. So I'm gonna take this out, which is What the hell is... I've got a styling spray in the kitchen, and I don't know why. This is my life. That makes sense. Okay, so, let's see. Ooh, rusty. Okay, I'm not going to trust that. It's a little thing. It's got a light. You know, it's one of those little like decorative jar things with lights in it. But I'm just like, if it's got rust on it, I'm not gonna trust it. Fuck it. Right? Fuck it. Okay. So. Okay. I think I've copied this recipe, but I'll just put it there for some reason. Okay. I've got a pinch of salt left in there. Wow, that is almost empty as well. Okay, so let's see. Don't know how old that foil wrap is, so that goes into the recycling. I'm one of those assholes who will reuse aluminium foil a few times. In part because none of my pots and pans have proper fitted lids, so I often use like a length of aluminium foil to as a lid, and since it's not really dirty, depending on what I'm making anyway, I will reuse the lid. You know, that is kind of jimmied together out of foil. So let's see. Now, the reason that I say that I'm gonna try and be clever is because, okay, so let's see, cast iron. So that is one thing that might do a thing. Now, cast iron is, for the most part, it's some of the easiest stuff to take care of, but two things you got to remember is don't let it soak. And second thing is if you've seasoned them well, you just only really need to scrape off whatever's there. I wash my cast iron a couple times, like I properly wash it a couple times, like, you know, like with soap and stuff a couple times a year. One of those times is around the time I'm making my coconut pecan frosting for my German chocolate cupcakes. Why? Because, well, it's goddamn frosting. I don't want bacon in it. I don't make bacon all that much. I don't want bits of tuna steak in it. Okay, let's put it that way, right? And there goes my felt naphtha. Now, another thing that, now, as I said, I'm going to try and be clever tonight. So, what does this mean? This means I'm also going to try and cook my ding-dang dinner while I'm doing this. Oh, shit. Now, this is what happened the other night. I accidentally hit the other night, I accidentally hit something on the back of the oven and turned it on. And I don't know what the hell I did, but I remember getting up in the middle of the night, just like pouring sweat, even though the AC is like right by my bed. And I had it technically on. I mean, it was on the economy setting, but it was like technically on. And yet I woke up like pouring sweat. And I get up, and I'm looking around, and I'm trying to figure something out, and then I notice that the light on the back of the oven is on, and I'm like, son of a bitch, I've been baking myself, so... Oh, hello, Darkly Tailored! Okay, Lucifer lives about 40 minutes from the Bay City area, but... Okay, so, I know you're I knew you were closer to there than to, Ann Arbor or Ipsy. So, oh, fuck. Cats? Pasta sauce. No. No. Ooh. I think that might no longer be happy. What the shit? Did the fucking cats eat my cube steak? I get red meat once a week. This is basically prescription. Oh, no, it's in here. Okay. For some reason, some of the stuff that I got at Kroger is not being accepted by the bottle returns at Kroger. Marked originally priced at $10.34. Manager special, meaning it's going to be thrown away tonight. $7.75. So let's see. I'm going to make cube steak with mushroom gravy, and I'm going to do that in this cast iron. So, and where the hell? I had... If I was a smart person, I would have had shit like done up all neatly and arranged us all to do this, but I was kind of like, I didn't get the idea that it would be a great idea because I can't remember if I did my what's it called? My cats, what's the thing called? My coconut pecan frosting recipe. I couldn't remember if I did that on stream before or not. And okay, why am I looking in there for a box of German chocolate cake mix? See, one of the good things about making the coconut pecan frosting from scratch like I do is a lot of times people will assume that I have also made the cake from scratch. I just let them think that. Oh, it's good to see that people are doing... Oh, wait, please tell me this. Okay, yep, okay. That's how stupid I was. Okay, so, let's see. Perfectly moist German chocolate cake. Duncan Hines signature. I think Duncan, actually, like, the first company to make German chocolate cake. Now, it's not even really a thing in Germany, right? I believe it was it was named for the German confectioners company, which was an American brand, and it's a chocolate kind of. It's processed in a specific way to sort of be like an imitation European chocolate flavor. Right? So it's got this like imitation chocolate processing. Even though chocolate is technically like a new world food, it's just like the ways of um, processing it from cacao bean to powder to confection chocolate is that can be very that can be very localized, and a lot of European countries have become very famous for it. So yeah, German chocolate. It's not actually German. It is from the German Confectionery Company, and like I said, it's processed now. It's processed in a way to, like I said, to kind of imitate European chocolate processing, and so yeah, they used they basically created the specific German chocolate cake recipe as a vehicle for the coconut pecan frosting that that like one of the owner's sisters created, right? So so like German chocolate cake was I mean it was already like a recipe of a chocolate baking bar that they made because German confectioner company, of course they're going to make chocolate baking bars. So like I said, it was already like the German chocolate blend, I suppose, the German style processed chocolate made by the German confectionery company. That was already a thing, but they started making the German chocolate cake as a vehicle for the coconut pecan frosting. So yeah, like it is very much a thing. So and I don't know why I said it that way. Son of a... I just moved the ladder into the closet, and I'm in this stage of things where it makes perfect sense to me, but at the same time, I acknowledge that to the average person, it's going to look worse as it's looking better. So let's see. Okay. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to preheat for... Now, I'm doing the temperature for the cupcakes, but like I said, because I'm anemic and I can't take, what are they called? I can't take iron pills because they constipate. Yeah, no, I'm going to want to get the fucking ladder out of the thing, I think. So, because my GI tract does not want me taking, iron pills, my doctor has basically told me, and my doctor is a vegetarian, mind you, that, when Worst X was around, and like he first well, the first step was like the kind of sort of move in point, right, where like he was basically living here in, but officially still living at his old place. That's okay. I got my muffin tins without having to move all this shit. Okay, so let's see. So I've got my muffin cupcake tins. Yeah, 112, 16. Because let's see. Let's see. Sale at Target, I believe, and I think this was a dumpster dive. But where was I going? Right. Oh.
Hello. Oh. Uh-oh. How's that?
Okay, so where was I going with this? I don't know. Fuck if I know. Fuck if I know. So, let's see. First heat up that, a thing. And... Okay, let's see. Got my creminis. I hate that most grocery stores are now marking their creminis as Baby Bella. That's not a thing. It's not a thing. In fact, like, portobello mushrooms technically are not a thing. They're mutant creminis. They're a cremini mushroom that has a specific mutation for that, for that cap. But, and then like the rest in its ring are regular creminis, right? Okay, so. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Evaporated coconut milk. I didn't notice that. Okay. Okay. This says 12 ounces, but this is 13.5. So, it just means I'll have to boil it down a little bit more. Okay. So, you might be asking yourself, Ruadhán, you are incredibly self-conscious about eating on camera. What's making your dinner? Well, because I'm fucking hungry, and because, it's not going to be like me eating is not going to be the show. In fact, I'm probably going to be talking more than I'll be, and like do the thing with the thing, and then I'll finish it. But yeah, cube steak. Now, I'm gonna do this pretty much like Grand Mary used to, which fairly working class 1930s England, 1920s, 30s England, so probably not the most interesting flavor in the world, but I enjoyed it. It's what Grand Mary did. It's how Grand Mary did it, so sometimes I get nostalgic for it. Now I do it a little bit different than Grand Mary because I use cracked pepper and do I have any? Nah, not really. What's this one? No. For a basic Cockney cube steak. I'm gonna cook both of them, but I'm only gonna eat the one, and the other one's probably gonna be used as a sandwich or something. Of course. Okay, so let's see. I've taken the cube steak, and I just like a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of heat. There we go. And same with the second one. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper on each side, and then a little bit of heat. And because I ain't got time to be doing too much all from scratch, I suppose. It's time to put it in the cereal. Hey, how did that happen? Okay.
Look at it. Where's my gravy base?
It was here. Olive oil. Gravy base.
Hey, Dad. What do you do with my gravy base?
Oh, there it is.
Never mind.
And now, after blaming the cats for taking my gravy base, I usually go with the, this is called Orrington Farms Brown Gravy Mix. Makes 8 cups, right? So, and then I just go with the regular instructions to make 1/4 cup of gravy. I'm going to go with the 1 cup here. Okay. So, add 1/4 cup of water. No, 1/4 cup gravy mix to 1 cup of water. Mix well, bring to boil. Okay. So, okay. Oh shit. Okay. I forgot that a bunch of my mixing cups and whatnot are because the bug boys still got to come back. So I figured, what's the point in putting shit away when it's, you know, already where it should be for when the bug boys come back? So let me do it this way. Okay. Okay. So let's see. And then this is one of the few reasons I get seriously. I don't usually get paper towels. I'm not the biggest fan of paper towels. Why? Because it's more shit I gotta throw away, and all of that, right? So, okay. Now I turn it down a bit. And let's see. Quarter cup is 2 ounces, so all right. A little over 2 ounces by weight. Yep. And combine with oh.
Yes? Is that my Nigel?
So last night I was watching that what was it, like 4 or 5 episode documentary on HBO about Liz Carmichael, and maybe I've just known like so many trans women over the last 15 to 20 years that maybe my perceptions compared to the average person, especially circa 1970, is just a bit warped, but she just looks like a mom to me. Like, you see all these people in the dock, you know, saying, oh, she looks like a man. I'm like, she looked like a mom. I mean, she was no beauty queen, to be sure, but she looked like a mom. She looked like a little middle-aged mom, which is, you know, what she was living as at the time. That's what her kids came to know her as. I mean, shit. Both, like her kids even made it clear that, that Dick Carlson. And I say that because, like, that is both, like, preferred diminutive form of Richard, and because he's kind of a dick. God. Tucker looks so much like his dad at that age, when he was the same age. It's like they've been cloned, and... Where was I going with this? Something about... Oh, right, yeah. So it's like, in about a good, like, 30 years or so, Chucklefuck Carlson is gonna look like goddamn Marlon Brando in Apocalypse Now. Which is how his dad looks now. You know, just without the Boston accent. Okay. Let's see, got my cube steak. Got a shit ton of mushrooms. And this is... Oh, this is a peat one. This, though, is not. This definitely is not. Oh, Lucifer's saying something. Oh, we've got... Okay, here's where I left off. No, it's okay, Peyton. You don't have to apologize for not being around a while. I haven't, like, done a stream in a couple weeks myself, so... Oh! Kathleen, your dad also has a German chocolate cake on his birthday. Nice. We're birthday buddies! So, I'm probably going way overboard on the proportion of mushrooms to, you know what? I'm gonna... Okay. No, this is a 5. Okay, that is basically garbage. Good to know. I might have to find a new favorite brand of gravy base. Okay. Gonna do 2 cups of gravy over this, and now I get to stick the whole ass thing in there, and now I get to the part where I get to start on the this. But let me get caught up on this shit first. Okay. So it's to talk all at once. Peyton says, got distracted by all the food prep talk and got hungry. Now you're in the kitchen finding something to eat. Nice. Lucifer's working on his planner, typical Sunday stuff. Oh, I missed the housewarming. Damn. What is wrong with me? Oh, yeah, next week is August already, right? Which means next week is boyfriend. Oh, yay! Oh, shit. Tornado watch. All right, Holmes. Like, if I die today, I'm haunting all of your asses. Nice. Because I didn't even want to freaking be here today. Yes? What's up, Murnau? Little whiner. Kathleen's tradition ruin. I think the base is more like a broth or soup base. Might need to add a thickener. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so I don't want to go fuck around with stuff that I've already got put away for when the bug boys come back. So we're gonna see how much of this. I might want to clean this again. I might want to put this away. Oh, hey, here's what happened to my goddamn laundry vinegar. Okay, so we're gonna see how this works out, doing shit with like a fork and all of that, right? I'm gonna do this. Okay, so yeah, I usually recommend using a whisk on this, and I wrote it down because I make this like once a year, and I am like not the best at remembering shit, right, Murnau?
Right? What's up, little noodle? What's up? What do you want? You must want something, right?
Do you want to say hi to the peoples of the internet? I love you. Is you a cutie? Is you a cutie? Is you a cute little noodle? You are. Don't deny it. All right. Plop. Okay. Beat eggs, milk. Okay. Vanilla. Shit. Hold on. Cat, move. Move. Now, I almost didn't write down on the amount of vanilla that I use in this recipe usually, just because usually I just eyeball it with the vanilla. I mean, there are some things where I like to be careful about how much vanilla I'm using, but then when it's like stuff like this, I just eyeball it. So let's see. Eggs, milk, and vanilla in large, clean cast iron pan, which this is because it's the other one that's got meat in it. Seriously? Seriously. All right. One. I don't. Ooh, that's got some shell. Okay. 4 eggs. Dun, dun, dun. Evaporated milk. Seriously. There we go. So, because the eggs are a little bit on the older side, they've lost a little bit of moisture, so I'm just accepting the fact that this is a little bit more in the ounces than my recipe originally asks for, just so that'll add a little bit of moisture. Okay, eyeball the vanilla. That looks about right. And fork and okay. And now we're gonna add sugar and butter. Oh yeah. Sugar town. And ha! Knew I had wax paper instead. All right, how much sugar did I want in this? 1.5 cups, so that's gonna be 12 ounces. Okay. Okay, so this is 4 ounces. Seven. Okay, a little over 8. 10. About 11. A little over 11. Oh, oh. No, stay with me, sugar. No, no. This is what I get for trying to be clever. Okay. Ahaha! All right, 12 ounces. Of healthy, delicious sugar. And 3/4 cup butter. But I'm gonna do what I can about mixing this all together in. So, coconut pecan frosting, you basically start with a custard, right? That's basically what you're doing in this first couple of steps is you are mixing a custard. You're baking a basic egg custard. Okay, 3/4 cups. That's 6 ounces of butter. Okay. 1 ounce. 2 ounce. Okay. Seriously? Oh, for crap's sake. Okay. Oh, yeah. Now, you might be asking, why did you not just cut the stick up like you usually do with butter? Well, that's because I was in a hurry at the Kroger, and I thought I was grabbing the Kerrygold sticks. I grabbed the Kerrygold brick. Why are you using such an if you're just making goddamn frosting with it? Because I'm making goddamn frosting with it. Because like I said, the fact that I do make my own goddamn frosting with it, I kind of get away with letting people think that I made everything from scratch, so. Seriously? Butter break up. Okay. Okay, so this is about where I'm going to start making a little bit extra heat here, since I'm only doing this with a fork, because I have no, it's been a month. It's been a month since the Bug Boys had to cancel on everybody due to the rain, and I'm like, why? What the hell? Like, I still have no news on when they're going to return. On the good side, I have gradually been making a better state of this place, but then I ran out of gabapentin, and I was playing phone tag with my doctor's office for forever to get it refilled, and my back hurts. My back hurts so fucking much. And of course, I have to wait until tomorrow before I can have some more.
Yes? What's up, Murnau? What you want, little noodle?
What's up? Oh, hello, Nigel. Nigel. Nigel Bud. Now, I also completely forgot that I had pecans here, but honey roasted pecans, and they're already chopped. So I'm thinking this might be an interesting addition. So let's see, 1.5 cups chopped pecans. This is 2.5 cups Oh, right. This is 1.5 cups by volume, so let's see. Yeah, because it says here 10 ounces. So let's see. 10 ounces would be 1.25 cup by weight. Damn it. Okay, you know what? Okay, here we go. This is about 8 ounces from here to about here, right? So here we go. 8-ounce jar. Let's do this 1.5 times. How much coconut did I tell myself to add into this? 2 2/3 cup unsweetened flake coconut. Now, I usually just kind of eyeball that. Hello. Okay. Okay, I swear I had a thing of coconut that was already here. Because usually I just eyeball it with the coconut. Usually it's about 1.5 of those bags of the unsweetened flake coconut. I want to turn that up just a hair. Okay, so... Okay. Hmm. Well, okay. I don't know what the hell happened to my other bag of coconuts, so crossing my fingers that this is going to be just about enough. Okay, so let's see. It's starting to turn a bit brown, so turn that up a little bit more. Maybe a little pinch of salt. Ah, there we go. Most of the holes in that thing are jammed, so... Okay, let's see what the chat's going on about. Okay, talking about the gravy base. Oh yeah, everybody loves Murnau. Everybody loves Murnau. Even though he's really annoying sometimes. So fluffy. Anxiety while driving. Ooh, sounds like you got in a bit of a storm there, Lucifer. Kerrygold, the best butter in the world. Oh yeah, yeah. But you know, like I said, it's like, well, it's because I'm making like this is my thing. This is what I do every year. This is how I measure the worth of my birthday, you know, celebration. It's like, did people enjoy my fucking frosting? Well, the people who can have it anyway. One of my neighbors downstairs, who I'm kind of friendly with, she is allergic to coconuts, so she cannot have any of this. I might set aside one for her, and I've got a cream cheese frosting that I had to put away. So I'll, like, put a cream cheese frosting on it for her. Oh! Okay. No, of course. I don't know why I briefly thought that I could pick up the handle on this thing. Even, you know, like... Oh, there we go. We can see some of that. So, okay, like, this is just, you know, your basic goddamn... At least this is how my grandmary used to do it. Was, just take a couple of cube steaks, do a sear on each side with a little bit of salt and pepper, then brown gravy and mushrooms. This is like I said, this is like my grandmary's, like, you know, Cockney cube steak. That's what she called it anyway. So it's probably something that, like, her mother did, and her mother did, and the mother before did, and all of that. And why? Because, according to Grandmary, she was number 6 in a long line of Cockney factory girls So my guess is they concocted this this version of cube steak because it's relatively easy and, you know, low attention. So like you get home from work and you're expecting your husband to get home from work in an hour or so, but the kids are already, you know, doing things. And so, you know, yeah, you already got the kids to take care of. Like, you know, they're either ideally home from school, but probably home from work. So you just have to like, you know, like do the steaks on, you know, on each side, and then make the gravy. I'm sure they would. I'm sure, like, Grand Mary would, you know, like do the gravy with the, you know, the demi-glace style, right? You know, with the pan scrapings, and just like add a bunch of mushrooms. She'd often also like add root vegetables as well, and I did pick up a couple of turnips and parsnips to throw in with this, but then like I saw that big ass thing of mushrooms and I was just like, nope, fuck it. Doing my Grand Mary's cube steak. That's the kind of mood I'm in tonight, where I don't want anything fancy. I just, it's so hard to tell with a fork, but I don't have a good spoon for doing this with to see how the custard's coming along. But oh shit, I'm gonna have to go out onto the balcony for what's it called? Mixing bowl. Don't necessarily have to mess around with the mixer and everything, but I could start lining the pans while I let this custard boil down some. So you can't find these cupcake papers anymore. I got the last of them. I mean, I'm sure you could find something very similar very easily, like, you know, just not the Kroger branded black and white baking cups, right? I don't know why they stopped doing this style, but they did. And like I said, I like pretty much got the last of them when I saw that they were all going on clearance. So no, I'm not going to use the saucepan as a mixing bowl, especially since I'd have to clean it.
Hello? What's up now? What's up, little noodle? Little noodle butt.
Can't believe Worst X hated that I call her now Little Noodle. Like, what the hell is to hate about that nickname? It's adorable. And he is. He's wiggly like a spaghetti noodle. He's a wiggly little noodle. And a floofy little goofball. He is. This cat is fucking goofy. And I don't mean Disney fanfic. Or clown porn. Yeah, clown porn would be fucking goofy, wouldn't it? Oh, hello! Curious Cat 1920! Kathleen's taken off. E-hugs from Vibes and all that. Delicious coconut frosting. Totally right. Okay. Okay, how's this? Oh, I think it's starting to get a little yeah, I think it's starting to ribbon right. Or maybe it's more to do with the way I'm holding the fork. No, no, this is less the fork. All right. I was holding. I held the second. You know, when I double checked, I went to go hold it a little closer to how I was earlier. So let's see. All right, let's hope only this amount of. I swear I saw another fucking bag of coconut recently. I only got the one. Okay, well. Now I gotta go look again. Hello, Nigel. Hey, sweet. Oh, okay. Nigel has not been Nigel's been mildly upset with me this last couple of weeks, in part because I am serious about the leash training, and he is not a fan. So lately, about half the time, he's seemed inexplicably suspicious of like whatever my intentions might be when I walk by. Which, let's be fair, Nigel and me, Nigel and I are so, like, know each other so well that, like, I swear there are specific ways that I will sigh when I'm about to put him into the cat carrier for the vet or the groomer. You know, either way, it's like, you know, it's for his own good. So I'm just kind of like resigned to this. So I have to kind of be sneaky about it. Because if I'm not sneaky about it, I'll be spending, like, you know, I will wrench up my back even worse trying to get him out from under furniture so we can do this. Okay, this is driving me nuts. Especially at this time because even if I was in the mood for taking my bicycle back out to the grocery store's closed, so okay. Okay, this year my my coconut pecan frosting is going to be a bit more pecan than coconut. You know, it's going to have the ratios off a little bit, but oh well. Oh wait, you know what? Seriously? There's a possibility. Okay. There's not a half bag in the fridge either. This is driving me nuts. Arr. Pew. I'll have all the goddamn chocolate milk I want because I'm a grown-up, damn it. Okay. All right, gonna experiment this year. Oh, yeah, I've copied down that recipe. Yes, I'm one of those weirdos who saves the recipes on the backs of stuff. Don't judge me. But I write them all down and I put them in my recipe card box. Okay. And now we get to try these honey roasted chopped pecans and see how these work in this. Please cross your fingers, my strange people, that this doesn't turn out to suck. Those are really good. Kind of salty though. Oh, okay, yeah, there's sea salt in here. That makes sense. The third ingredient down though, so whatever, it's nuts. Yeah, no, let's just like make a salad and put pecans in. I don't even write that book down for the recipe. So let's see. Okay, so I've turned off the heat. I've added the coconut and now the honey roasted pecans